So, yeah, I'm 40 years old. I got laid off twice in less than 1 year. It's crazy. I'm scared. I'm a man, but I'm scared. It is what it is. Hey, y'all. What's up? It's Jay. It's been a few years. My name is Jay. The name of the channel is Jay is Dead. Only a few of you been here because I just let it go. But, I'm back. So, as you can see from the title of the video, I have been laid off twice in less than a year. Long story short, I'm going to try to the best of my ability to make it a shorter story than what it is. But I live in South Florida, so I worked for a local government for about 18 and a half years, meaning, I'm 40, so I started when I was, about 20, 21, something like that. But I felt like I reached my ceiling there. There's a certain level of comfortability at a government job, but they don't pay the best, and the benefits are good, but the raises and the work ethic is just not the. Just wasn't feeling it anymore. Getting older, given all that I wanted to do. So I ultimately thought about it for a couple weeks, and I was like, let me go ahead, explore other options, see where I can make more money. So I went to an industry at the advice of a family member that I already knew of from when I was younger in my teens and stuff, which was roofing. And they offered me considerably a lot more money than what I was making at the city I was working for almost 20 years. It was tough. I left. I went, worked hard. I was one of the project managers. I was out there in the field with the crews. I did right. The homeowners loved me. The guys loved me. I was making excellent money. Things were great. Everything was looking up. It was amazing. And it was steady for about a year and a half until the end of, this year, about March. The owner of the company was misusing funds, and he was falling behind on payments for material suppliers and, the labor for the crews and everything. So he basically took all his best employees, the highest paid employees, and laid them off. I was one of those employees, and this was the first time I've ever been laid off in my life. I've never been fired. I've always been working consistently, never been fired, never been laid off, nothing. So to me, this was a complete shock. So by the grace of God, I got laid off on a Thursday. I was back at work the following Monday for a different company, but it was supposed to be just temporary because, their main guy, it was a smaller company, their main guy had surgery, so they needed somebody that knew what to do, to cover for him. And, I was like, well, I might as well take it, even if it's just for 2 weeks. So I took it, worked for them for about 2 weeks. And then I think it was 2 days before my 2 weeks was up, I asked her, I said, listen, I'll take a pay cut. I'm going to lose everything. I need to work. I haven't been without work. I need to be working. So she cut me. And that was a huge relief. And that was for this other roofing company, like I was saying. That was the beginning of April, roughly, probably around the 10th. So I was relieved I had that job. So with this new roofing company, I was doing everything. I was doing project management. I was doing sales. I was doing social media marketing, Instagram posts, reels, Facebook posts, Facebook reels. I was advertising. I was going above and beyond for her because I wanted to, demonstrate my value. Excuse me. So here we are, the beginning of August. I get news last Friday. She says to me, at the end of the day, when I got ready to leave, that, I thank you for everything that you've done. I really want to keep you, but it's really slow right now. I can't afford to have you, so I'm going to have to let you go. So when that happened, I kind of was, I don't know if it was shock. Like, I can't believe that this just happened to me again, like the second time in less than a year when I've worked the majority of my life, never being fired, never being laid off. But I just remembered leaving and sitting in my car and just sitting there for about 20 minutes, not knowing what I was going to do. You lose a job, the bills don't care, the bills don't stop. So I don't have any support. I don't have family that, will have my back if I fall. Like, it's just me. And mind you, I live in South Florida. Things are really expensive here. And you need to make a certain amount of money to be competitive, like in this market, and to even stay afloat. And I was doing well at that. It's true that things are really slow, but this is terrifying. I'm terrified right now. I've put in so many applications in the past week or so, to different roofing companies and even more city jobs. But even the city jobs now, like, you're not going to get paid, what they're going to start you off at the bottom, and they take a long time to hire. So before then, before that happens, you're going to already be way behind. You know, I try to be strong. I try to take comfort knowing that I'm not the only one that's going through this. And there are a lot of people that's going through this, and it's the worst thing ever. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my apartment. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my car. You know, everything that I've worked so hard personally for my entire life. And it's like, I just feel like it's all for nothing. Like, becoming homeless, losing my dog of 10 years, losing my cat of 10 years. It's scary. Unemployment in Florida, like, I don't know how it is in the rest of the country, but it's only like $275 a week. So do the math. And they pay you bi-weekly. What is that going to pay? That's not going to pay your rent. That's not going to pay your car insurance. It's not going to pay all of everything that you need to survive. It's just not. It's almost like the system is built that way. It's like it doesn't matter if you're a good individual, if you have good work ethic, if you work hard, you have the skill set, you demonstrate what your value is. They don't care. And companies don't care about you. And that's across the board. So I don't know what to do. And I'm not comfortable in being in this position where, I don't know where tomorrow's going to take me. I try to be positive about it, coming from a background of being a motivational coach, and I was a breakup coach, and I was doing that for a while in 2023. And, I helped people. Yeah, I got paid a little bit for it, but it's like I'm not in the right mindset to do that now. I got to make sure that I'm okay. It would have been nice. I was thinking about it as like let me get back into doing this, helping people. If they want to donate to me, fine. If they want to, pay me for a consultation, that's fine. That's good. It's side income. I'm not one of these people out here that's just out here abusing the system. 'Cause I've never done that. Have I been abused? Plenty of times. And yeah, I'm just really disheartened right now. It'd be one thing if I had family to fall back on, being like, it's okay if you lose this, if you lose that, we got you. Like, I've never had that. Like, I've never had that family structure. It's a long story. I might make a video about, my family, how I came to be where I am right now, in the good parts and the bad parts. That would probably help me. It might help some of you. It's interesting, for me to think about. I would end up doing that. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm 40 years old. That whole idea of job security and job safety is just not accurate anymore. No job is safe. So I know this is a relatively new channel. I just jumped on. Um, I'm here for whatever you guys want to talk about, and it'll probably help me just distract my mind from this while I figure out what I'm going to do next as far as work and paying bills and surviving and moving forward. And anything that you guys want to talk about, if you can relate, if you just want to vent, I'll be here for it all. It'll help me in the process. I'm being newer to this YouTube. I don't really know how all this works. I'm just trying to be authentic and be me. So, yeah, I'm 40 years old. I got laid off twice in less than 1 year. It's crazy. I'm scared. I'm a man, but I'm scared. It is what it is. I just got a Cash App. I'll plug it in the description. If you want to donate to it, great. If not, I'm still gonna make these videos because I got at least that I know I'm somebody in the field that this has happened to. As far as job loss and how hard everything is. So stay prayed up, everybody. I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening. I'll see you on the next one.